That said, I don't really like the holiday season all that much. Hi everyone, Nikki here, back with a brand new video. If you are new to my channel, I am an INTJ who speaks about whatever I want to speak about from the perspective of an INTJ. And if you can't tell, this is a very informal just video in general. I have my favorite blanket, it has spaceships, it glows in the dark, and my favorite mug. And basically today, I've just been thinking about why around the holiday season I feel perpetually blue. What is it about the holiday season that makes me feel sort of like a stranger, or like I want to dig a hole and hide until it's over? The last 3 months of the year are routinely the hardest for me. It's when my creativity suffers the most, when my work suffers the most. I stop doing things that I really enjoy. I start finding ways to distract myself so I don't have to focus on whatever it is that's making me so down. Generally because I don't quite know what it is.
Depression.
It's been like this for as long as I can remember, and I know that a lot of you feel the same way. Maybe it's something related to childhood, maybe it's something related to being an introvert and having to do all this socializing and having to stress about gifts and what to make for the holidays, or like who is coming for the holidays, or if you have to go somewhere. And I am a bit of a control freak. I'm running into issues right now with, I have a calendar, I have a schedule, and there are a lot of interruptions to my plans and to what I want to accomplish. So I may set aside a whole weekend to focus on YouTube and do some sort of content creation, but the next thing I know, I'm dragged to the movies or a party or something else that wasn't on my calendar. I didn't factor that into my plans. And because it's the holiday season, it's sort of like we're all obligated to participate. I try really hard to not be super ball humbug and to spend time with the people that I love and that I cherish. But there's always a tinge of sourness there that even as I age and enter my 30s, it's just very stubborn. It won't budge, and it's always around the seasons where I feel it the most. So I wasn't really planning on doing a video, especially since I'm working on another one, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm having issues with being able to stick to my plans and feeling inspired. I feel like too much of my energy is just having to go to other things, and maybe this is an INTJ thing, maybe this is just an introvert thing in general, or maybe this is just specifically a me thing and it's just something I have to continuously work to overcome. But my social battery is basically microscopic. Now, it does have to do with who I'm around. How much energy do the people around me take? And I feel bad because a lot of the people that I love take a lot of my energy. They're loud, they're really outgoing, they're really extroverted, they like to hang out for long periods of time. And I need quiet. I need to get away. So what ends up happening during the holiday season is I pick a spot, and about every hour someone says, "Where's Nikki? Where did Nikki go?" But like, I haven't moved from that spot. I'm just basically a human statue retreating deep into my brain so I can survive this social situation. And it's not even really that serious. It's just for whatever reason, around the holiday season, my microscopic social battery is basically non-existent. I don't have a social battery. You look at me and I am immediately socially drained. I find that around the holiday season, I want to be in my house more. I want to be alone more. And I grew up with a very small family. It was just 4 people, including myself, for the holidays. And then it just expanded over the years as people have babies, people get married, families merge, and people create friendships. And their friends are included in the holiday plans. And I think all of that's beautiful, all that's great. So this is a part of myself that I'm constantly having to battle. One year, I made my New Year's resolution to be more festive, and it was the most exhausting thing I have ever done in my life. I don't decorate. I don't really like to dress up. I just have a hard time factoring in the present. I'm always so focused on the future, on what I would like to do, on what I need to get done. I don't create to-do lists in a physical sense. I more so keep the to-do list in my head, but I do schedule things into my calendar to make sure I don't forget. I do have ADHD, so I have to be extra careful that I don't forget details. And I start to grow irritable and irritated and stressed out around the holiday season, where my plans are interrupted, where my routines are interrupted, and I'm forced to socialize. I know there are introverts out there who struggle with all the same things and somehow they just have their shit together. I definitely don't. The older I get, the worse I get. The more I need my solitude, the more I need my space, the more I need quiet, and the harder it is for me to pull myself through situations that just cause me a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. For example, my Thanksgiving was actually quite lovely, but for some reason I just woke up not feeling well, just feeling really bogged down and tired. And when I grow stressed, I have a lot of nightmares and dreams. That's usually how I know that I'm stressed. And I've been thinking for weeks, what on earth is wrong with me? What's going on? And it dawned on me this morning that it was just because I was anticipating the holiday season. I was anticipating all the gifts I still need to buy. I only bought 2 gifts. All the things that I want to do versus what I have to do, and how I'm going to factor those things in and make sure that I'm staying on top of work and schoolwork and my private studies that I'm doing and YouTube and content creation, and making sure that I'm building the future that I want to have for myself, when it seems like every time I turn around, there's some things sort of getting in the way. There are plans that I wasn't factored into, and it's at the last second. And I am quite spontaneous, but I'm also at the same time a control freak. I love to have funds and to have some sort of sudden event happen that shakes up routine, but around the holiday season, I feel like everything is out of my control. I feel like I have no control over what I do, over how my day unfolds. I'm obligated to participate. And I want to participate because I want to spend time with my family. It's this weird ongoing cycle. It's this weird thing that doesn't really make much sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me, because I don't know how you can both want something and not want it at the same time, but I excel at this. It causes me a lot of stress and it causes me a lot of sadness. And I usually don't focus on the past outside of recalling things so I can learn from it or make sure history doesn't repeat. But what's rough about being a logical type and about being someone who can usually disassociate from your emotions, that I don't think a lot of people realize, is those emotions are still there and they still exist in your subconscious. Like, they're still running the show in some way, shape, or form. And they come out in the weirdest ways. like I have just been very irritable, and it's been easy to get on my nerves and to irritate me. And this happens every holiday season. Between October to December, basically it makes me feel quite guilty. Just I really wish sometimes that I was more extroverted. I have a lot of energy, but I excel in certain environments and in certain groups. That's just not what I'm faced with during the holidays. It's just hard. It's just hard on me. And it really shouldn't be. It should be something that at my age I should have overcome already. But, it's there. I just try to get through it the best that I can. And hopefully one day I will have a holiday season where it won't feel so hard and it won't feel like such a burden. That's what it is. The holiday season feels like a burden, a heavy, heavy burden. And now you shut up? So I didn't really have a topic for this video. I had gotten home at about 10 p.m. and just sort of felt like putting the camera on and talking and sharing with you guys what I'm thinking and feeling, because I know a lot of you can relate, and a lot of you have figured out how to get through the holidays and all of socialization in one piece. So I figured I'd share it with you guys, and hopefully the video I've been working on for a couple weeks I can actually get finished so I can share that with all of you. And I really just want to welcome 2023 with a new outlook, with some more personal healing, with some more emotional maturity and growth, and really start executing my future plans without resenting the present or being irritated by the present. So with that said, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.